Okay, so let me show you this. Something I figured out, a nice little build for soloing the Mindbender's Nightfall. So what you want to do is you want to go to your inventory, uh, adjust the challenge card. So what you're going to do is take the Solar Singe and Momentum. Momentum will just give you the ability to regen your health while sprinting. So yeah, basically you just want to sprint all the time. Now when it comes to weapons, you can use whatever you want. I prefer Gallon Charge with Demolitionist and Lead from Gold, and Perfect Paradox with Trench Barrel. Now you won't see me use a lot of Gallon Charge. The only reason I have it has a decent range for what I need it. But if you don't have Perfect Paradox with Trench Barrel, I do suggest using Ecolus Shotgun, because you do need Trench Barrel for what you're gonna do. And for the primary, I suggest probably a second shotgun or anything that has Demolitionist, because you are going to need that to reload. It's gonna get really clutch in certain situations. Now for the rest of the build, I'm using 1000 voices for the basic DPS. Now if you don't have it, you can use Xenophage, but keep in mind it's going to take you slower than usual. Now the reason I'm using 1000 voices is going to give me the ability to basically take down the first boss fairly quickly, second one from range that is fairly enough safe, and it's gonna give me the ability to remove the pool from the main boss using 2 bullets, and with that I will immediately put into the next immune phase, which will give me time to immediately go clear out the ads on both sides, either left or right. It depends which step we're on, because each step they spawn differently, of course. Now this is the main part. Now this build isn't noob friendly, so if you are new to the game, you're probably not going to have these mods. Maybe you will if you're playing for the past 3-4 months actively. But so the first one is, of course, you're gonna need to go to the artifact and just unlock Tyrant Surge. The reason we need Tyrant Surge is so with every arc melee ability or grenade, it's gonna spawn a Warmind cell. Now the cooldown on the spawns of the Warmind cells is 7 seconds, so keep that in mind because it's very important. I know Bungie hasn't stated this anywhere. I tested it myself, and 7 seconds consistently just spawns me Warmind cells, so just keep that in mind. So don't think that the game is bugged if it doesn't just keep giving you Warmind cells. Most likely it gave you one, so the spawn itself is on the cooldown. So the next one I'm gonna talk about is just the setup of the armor itself and the tree. Now the tree I'm using the bottom striker. The reason of that is 2 big things. My melee charge will give me health regeneration every time I kill something, and the second one, which is very important for myself, is it just gives you the weapon damage and when you kill the ad. Like mostly, like the reason I'm saying ad is because you want to go for the red bars most of the time. Now it will also reload your card from the reserves. Now the reason this is very very important is because it will let me reload my 1k by not pressing reload, obviously. Now on helmet, what you need is fusion rifle finder. Now for some reason, I know it states it gives you special ammo itself, but for some reason it can spawn heavy fusion ammo for your 1000 voices, so that's the only reason I'm using it, because 1k comes really clutch for me here. Now of course if you don't have 1k voices, Xenophage will work perfectly fine. Just use the arc affinity, put on, smack some bloody finders for the machine gun, and you will be fine. Now Tyrant Surge, I just keep it here. Now the setup itself doesn't matter where you're gonna put these mods, seasonal mods, but this is just how I do it because I managed to combine it this way. Now for the resistance, I'm not using any of these. As you noticed, I'm actually using Major Resist. The reason I'm using Major Resist is because the big problem when you're soloing Hollow Lair is the captains. The captains are a nuisance to get rid of, some of them most of the time. So this is just going to keep you alive from them in certain scenarios, in the second encounter especially. On hands, I'm using Heavy Handed. So keep in mind you are gonna need Arc Affinity for this one. Now this came from the Season of the Dawn, if I'm not mistaken, and this one states while charged with light, regain half your melee energy when you use a charged melee ability, consuming 1 stack of charge with light. Now this kinda gives you anywhere between 45 to 40% of your back, but you need to be charged with light, which I'm gonna get to later. And also big thing is the second thing it gives me is while I'm surrounded by multiple combatants, defeating a combatant with a fusion rifle, or now in my case especially a shotgun, sidearm or submachine gun, it gives me ammo for that weapon into my reserves. And I'm also using arc resistance because of course arc damage in Hollow Lair tends to be a fucking nuisance. Sorry for the language. Now here what I'm using is I'm going for shotgun reserves. Now it would be ideal to masterwork this as I'm doing it right now to give myself another one. And the big one is Strength to Rasputin. Now this, a lot of people are talking about it for some reason, but this gives you 45 to 50% melee back when you collect Vermint Cell, which is huge. It's really huge when you're not using this exotic, which gives you of course by itself, but the reason I'm not using that exotic is so I can use Dune Marchers. As you noticed, I have 2 special weapons, so my primary is gonna be my melee. So Dune Marcher states increasing sprint speed, which doesn't really matter, but sprinting builds up a static charge, which after melee attacking an enemy, the charge with chain blah 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 damage to nearby enemies. We all know that, everyone's using it in trials, you all seen this exotic, so nothing new. Now ideally Solar Affinity, Fusion Rifle Scavenger, 1 is enough, since 1k max you can have is 8 reserves with 2 bloody Fusion Rifle reserves, but I don't have it, so I have 7. For some reason stacking 2 fusion reserves doesn't work. It doesn't let you go more than 8 from what I know. I might be mistaken. Now the biggest one is Warmind's Light. Now the Warmind Lights, as you can read, I become charged with light by collecting a Warmind cell. Okay, so to explain you how this works. So when I become charged with light, so the first thing I do is you want to take a pulse grenade, of course, don't use this, and use the rally barricade. Great thing I noticed this is when you throw a grenade, Tyrant Surge is gonna give you a Warmind cell. Once you pick up that Warmind cell, it will give you ability to be charged with light. Now once you're charged with light, after that 7-second cooldown of the Warmind cell spawning, once I melee the next that, this heavy-handed will kick in. So once I use my melee ability, it will give me 40% back, and or maybe even 50. Anyway, whatever I do, it will give me that Warmind cell. I will gain my half of my melee back, let's say, and Strength to Rasputin will give me the rest. So now, not only that I'm charged with light again, I have my melee again. So now you just keep on doing this in circles. So every time I melee, I will reload my gun and I will start health regeneration, which is super crucial. Okay, now the second one, of course, hands-on, gives you more super, although you don't really need it. The pace I'm doing it at, you're kind of gonna do this solo anywhere range 12 to 13 minutes, hopefully. Like the fastest I got it to was 10 minutes and 50 seconds, but that was literally no mistake, flawless run. Every single Sparrow turn, every single ad clear was just spot on. I did it once or twice maybe, but the most I got it around was 13 minutes because now I might say it's going to take me 13 to 15 minutes because I will try to explain as I'm going, and of course I'm a man, so I can't multitask, as women like to say that shit. You know, you gotta keep it 2020. I can't be all men are the best and crap. But anyway, so let's go into the raid, not raid, Nightfall, and let's solo this. It's super easy. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's do this once more. Yeah, my uses and all, that's why I jumped there for a moment while trying to pull out Sparrow. Misclicked on my keyboard. Let's go. Okay, I'll show you again. Just show you. This is my second time recording it, so oh my god. Let's go back. So if I don't pass this, never mind. I fucked it up. I'll just okay, this is the attempt. If you don't get the Sparrow going, just get the Warmind cell, get charged with light, and just carry on. Momentum is gonna help you a lot. Like I'm good. You see, I'm taking damage, but I'm immediately regenerating it just because the momentum, the so-called debuff on the card itself, is regenerating as a sprint. So, oh, this is perfect. This guy stomped me, launched me all the way there. Now, for some reason, I like doing this. You don't need to. I just find it fun to jump on that kind of little platformer thingy happening. Okay, so first encounter. So what you want to do, you just want to keep on sprinting. These guys, red bars, bam. You melee, you basically kill off everything. Trench barrel this guy, melee again, this guy is dead. Now, I'm gonna take my fusion rifle here, because snipers are gonna spawn. I want to kill them off. So here don't use a trench barrel. So if you have Icarus, don't use it on these guys. Use the second thing that you have. Whatever you have is fine. Like as long as you kill them, as long as it's special ammo, because primary is just gonna take time. Unless you have some god roll, God knows what. Emote here because you know you need to go check your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, whatever. Okay, now sprint again. First melee guy, become charged with light. Now I will start regening now. Now I'm gonna melee this guy, get the regen of the bottom striker. Now, as you can see, I have my melee again. That's all thanks to the Warmind cell and the charge with light. He's bombarding me, I think. Yeah. Soon will be... Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't... This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Stop going immune. Okay. Now, get close to him so he starts his stone mechanic. 1k voices. First leg, second leg, third leg. And now draw a straight line, kinda. Yeah, so all 3 legs are down. Look at the health. So 1 bullet, 2 bullets, 3 bullets. And now just jump in, shot it twice, 3 times, whatever. Is that now every time I did this, 100% of the time this part got bugged out. So I'll show you how the quickest way to unbug it, to trigger the next encounter. Go back and you just literally need to go here. Bam. Okay, you do want to kill these guys here. I know a lot of times, like if you're doing this with friends, if you have 2 more guys, you don't have to do this. But if you're doing this solo, work away to it. Yeah, so if you're doing this tactic or build with a friend or 2, like you can use any weapons you want as long as you have a decent DPS. If you're rushing this, like, so Xenophage is fine, 1k voices is fine. I don't know, anything I can think. Whisper, I didn't find it useful because like it's a good damage. Don't get me wrong, like it's a decent for raids, but here no. So throw a grenade there because you want those guys dead. And I'm gonna use my solar range. Okay, he hit, but now what you want to do, so if you feel like you're not having a great time, the main reason is this and these guys here. So kill them off. Now you want to go clear the ads before you go, because there's gonna be a lot if you don't. So, do you see Dune Marcher's doing in the work. Now this guy's arc, but Trench Barrel melts anything on its way. Yeah, Trench Barrel over 1-2 punch for me here, much better. Some people would say 1-2 punch is better. This guy as well. Okay. Now let's go back. Do this plate. Now this plate is gonna be easier because the arc captain is gonna spawn here. Solar one spawns there. Now run in circles here as well to get the momentum, the regen. Now the captain isn't gonna spawn yet. This is just small ads. But once we get to the half, to the next spawn cycle, the captain will spawn there. So you just want to pop the grenade over there. So they should start spawning right about now. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, if they're close, just hit them. It's not gonna hurt. Take this. Now the boss. Okay, so this is the part where you really are gonna need your melee, because you wanna maximize the damage of 1k voices. The way you're gonna do is just wait here, and you will have 3 ads follow you here. One of them will be pretty noticeable further than the others. So if you want to keep that guy that's gonna be here close to you, you see those guys with lanterns? That's the guys I'm talking about. So you want to try hit the grenade. If it doesn't work, it's fine. Toon Marchers. Okay, 1, 2. Take this. Put down the rally barricade and start hitting the boss. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna lose some DPS here, but even with 7 bullets you're not gonna finish him. I just wanna maximize the DPS. The way we're gonna finish him is we're just gonna ult him. Like, yeah, just all the way Titan style. But he's gonna get pretty low after 7 bullets from 1k. Let's jump in here, ult, and just spam left. Just spam left click on him. Don't bother about anything else. You're just getting regen for some reason. I don't know if that's intended. And now just get out. You don't need to be here anymore. And this is the point. So you see 6 minutes 50 seconds. I'm finishing the second encounter. So around 7 minute mark, 7 minutes 20, you're gonna be at the boss. I just do this jump, get this way. Now a lot of people try to go in the middle. Every time I just get cock blocked by the chain. Now this, as you can see, I don't have any ammo on my 1k. So what I will do is I will actually try clearing these 3 red ads, and hopefully something spawns. Fuck, I'm dead. Okay, never mind. If you die here, it's all good. Like it's it doesn't matter, to be honest. You did in previous encounters, so you're all good. But hopefully I will actually get some ammo now. I should have noticed it. If I noticed this before, now this is my fault. I would actually start clearing them now. I wouldn't try to rush them. Again, get the momentum, get the inertia override. Hit the Warmind cell, why not? For the goods. Okay, unlucky, I didn't get any heavy ammo. So if you don't get heavy ammo, just the first phase of the boss, it's just gonna be a little bit slower. So I think this is gonna take us to 15 minutes mark. But yeah. So this is when the fusion comes in clutch for me. Is just because it gives me range when I'm gonna DPS him, because I do want him to go to the next. So let's just try chipping him down. Throw your grenade if you want. The Warmind cell, keep it there for the moment. Now you wanna go kill these guys. They're always gonna spawn right first. Yeah, I got some. Perfect. Let's kill this. So I think 1k buffed is gonna do this. Okay. I think it didn't. Okay. I think next fusion rifle will get into the immune phase. Yeah. Okay. So the mid ads there, they're not gonna spawn until you clear everything off. Get the Warmind cell. 2 Warmind cells, perfect. Look, melee back. Wow, 50% probably, yeah. My mistake. Okay. Another Warmind cell, charge with light again. Bam, I got my melee. Now, we're just gonna punch, turn around, run, turn around, punch. And this is all you do. Toon Marchers is gonna do a lot of work here. Like, I'm talking a lot. Now, if you feel like you need to clear them faster, use your weapon, of course. Okay, this guy almost killed me, my bad. So now no ads will spawn. So hit him once, hit him twice. Now I don't need to reload. Actually I do. I don't. They're gonna start spawning here. No? Oh yeah, they don't spawn on first phase actually. So 1, to run left. First red ad, just hit him, because you actually need to kinda clear this. And I have reloaded my 1k. Great. Now the right side is gonna start spawning. I'll actually just wanna reload my fusion. So I will hit them with my melee. I got it back. Perfect. Let's kill these guys off quickly. Okay, take this. Bam, I got my melee back. So as long as you charge with light and you can consistently spawn Warmind cells, keeping in mind that they 7-second cooldown thing I was mentioning, you're gonna be all good. Now I just want to do this again. So the same thing, just run away, turn back, hit him once, again, pick everything you have on the floor. That chain is still going. This is fucking crazy. I do think Bungie might nerf these. I think they will, because just the duration of the chain is it's just fucking insane. Okay, so Trench Barrel will come clutch in here again, because we do wanna kill this guy, and now Trench Barrel this guy, and bam, Warmind cell, melee back. Hit the boss twice. I had to reload there actually. Yeah, hit him twice. Start running. They're gonna start spawning on your right. No, hit him, and hit this guy. It's okay if you didn't reload, you actually just need 2 bullets here. Reload now if you want, and left hand spawn. Hit this guy, any red bar, doesn't need to be this specific guy. Ult here, clear these guys off, and maybe clear these guys so they don't kill you, because this is the last phase anyway. So and just keep hitting him with your ult, and 1 bullet from 1k should do him, maybe 2. Perfect, done. Perfect, so we're all good, we're done. You got your Mindbenders, chest, and you can just keep on doing this. Is circle. 12 minutes 40 seconds until the chest spawn. So basically 5 runs an hour. That's good enough. Oh, Mindbenders, perfect. Let's see the roll. Let me delete add divinity. Fuck it. I can just take it from the collection anyway. And we got ourselves a roll of pulse monitor and this, accurate rounds, rifle barrel, not bad, but this is the roll I got, not bad. So yeah, this concludes everything. Now I did find this build work in Gambit fairly well, because as you can see, just keep spawning this stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was helpful for all the titans. I will probably start doing, I have 1 build on Warlock as well, which involves top 3 Arc Strider, not Arc Strider, top 3 Stormcaller. It's basically spam the nades, bro. And that's it. Thank you all for watching.